implement change? Yes, no? You can have your own thoughts on that. I think yes. And if that's the case, I agree with you. Bitcoin for sure has systemic risk at this point, for sure. Pension funds, sovereign wealth funds, almost every financial product has created some solution where there is some exposure to Bitcoin in some capacity. The ETFs have been a huge driver for liquidity moving into Bitcoin and those allocations for it to now have systemic risk. I was actually at, there was a person over here that mentioned XDC. The first event that XDC put on in Austin 2.5 years ago, they had a professor from the University of Texas, UT Austin, come and speak on Bitcoin and systemic risk. And at the time, we did not have the ETFs. This was back in, well, I guess it's longer than that. This was August of 2023. We didn't get the ETFs until January of 2024. At the time, Bitcoin really didn't have systemic risk. There was exchange risk, right, like in crypto market risk, but we really didn't have allocations from institutions. At this point, and to this gentleman's question, they absolutely do. That there's call it 5% of the supply is held in the ETFs by just MicroStrategy and BlackRock, and there's other ETFs also, right? So all that being said, if you wanted to implement a reason for back-end settlement of the stock market to move to T+0, the only way to really do that and force that narrative would be to be able to de-risk from Bitcoin, because the rest of the stocks are fine. Like, they don't have to be tokenized. They can trade T+1 in the settlement between the clearinghouses and the brokers. And we've seen that break a couple times, through the Wall Street Bets debacle with both GameStop and AMC. When they ran those stocks up, they had to halt trading because they fronted too much money from the clearinghouse to the broker. And then also they oversold the stock, right? So tokenizing the stock market would provide a lot of efficiencies and an accounting mechanism across all of those counterparties so that you couldn't oversell stocks, which would be great. Now, the T+0, right? Bitcoin settles 30 to